Hey
In the
JB.
books of the prophets, Isaiah chapter 37. Isaiah assures deliverance. And so it was when King Hezekiah heard it, that he tore his clothes and covered himself with sackcloths and went into the house of the Lord. Then he sent to Elam, who was over the household, Shebna, and the scribes and the elders of the priests, and covered with sackcloths, to Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos. And they said to him, Thus says Hezekiah, This day is a day of trouble, in rebuke and blasphemy, for the children have come to birth, but there is no strength to bring them forth. It may be that the Lord your God will hear the words of Rebekah, in whom his master, the king of Assyria, has sent to reproach the living God, and will rebuke the words which the Lord your God has heard. Therefore, lift up your prayers for the remnant that is left. So the servant of King Hezekiah come to Isaiah, and Isaiah said to them, Thus you shall say to your master, Thus says the Lord, Do not be afraid of that which you have heard, with which the servants of the kings of Assyria have blasphemed me. Surely I will send a spirit upon him, and he shall hear a rumor, and return to his own land, and I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own land. Then Rabshakeh returned and king of Assyria, wearing against Lebna, for he heard that he had departed from Lachish. And the king heard concerning Tahikah, king of Ethiopia, and he has come out to make war with you. So when he heard it, he sent messengers to Hezekiah, saying, Thus you shall speak to Hezekiah, the king of Judah, saying, Do not let your God, in whom you trust, deceive you, saying, Jerusalem shall not be given into the hand of the king of Assyria. Look, you have heard what the kings of Assyria have done to all lands. By utterly destroying shall you be delivered. Have the gods of the nations delivered those whom my fathers have destroyed? Gazan, Haran, and Razah, and the people of Eden, who were in the land of Assyria, who were in Tesla, who were in Telasar, where the kings of Hamath, the king of Apad, the king of the city of Sepharvaim, Hena, and Ava. And Hezekiah received a letter from the hand of the messenger, and read it. And Hezekiah went up to the house of the Lord and spread it before it. Then Hezekiah prayed to the Lord, saying, O Lord of hosts, God of Israel, the one who dwells between the cherubims, you are God, you alone of all the kingdoms of the earth. You have made heaven and earth. Incline your ear, O Lord, and hear. Open your eyes, O Lord, and see, and hear all the words of the Sennacherib, which he has sent to reproach the living God. Truly, Lord, the kings of Assyria have laid waste to all the nations in their lands, and have cast their gods into the fire, for they were not gods, but the work of men's hands, woods and stones. Therefore they destroyed them. Now therefore, O Lord our God, save us from his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that you are the Lord, you alone. The word of the Lord concerning Sennacherib. And then Isaiah the son of Amos sent to Hezekiah, saying, Thus says the Lord God of Israel, because you have prayed to me against Sennacherib, king of Assyria, this is the word which the Lord has spoken concerning him. The virgin of the daughter of Zion has despised you, laughed you to scorn. The daughters of Jerusalem has shaken her head behind your back. Whom have you reproached and blaspheming? Against whom have you raised your voice and lifted up your eyes on high? Again, the Holy One of Israel. By your servants You have reproached the Lord and said, by the multitudes of the chariots, I have come up to the heights of the mountains, to the limits of Lebanon, and I will cut down its tall cedars and its choice cypress trees, and I will enter its farthest height to its fruitful forest. I have dug and drunk water, and with the soles of my feet I have dried up all the brooks of defense. Did you not hear long ago how I made the ancient times that I formed it? Now I have brought it to pass that you should be, for crushing fortified cities into heaps of ruins. Therefore their inhabitants had little power. They were dismayed and confounded. They were as the grass of the field, as the green herbs, as the grass of the housetops, and as the grain blighted before it is grown. But I know your dwelling place, your going out and your coming in, and your rage against me, because your rage against me and your tumult have come up to my ears. Therefore I will put my hook in your nose, and my bridle in your lips, and I will turn you back by the way which you came. This shall be a sign for you. You shall eat this year such alone of itself. In the second year what springs from the same, also in the third year sow and reap. Plant vineyards and eat the fruits of them, and the remnants who have escaped from the house of Judah shall again take root downwards and bear fruit upwards, for out of all Jerusalem shall come a remnant of those who escape from Mount Zion. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will do this. Therefore thus says the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come into the city, nor shoot an arrow, nor come before its shields, nor build a siege mound against it. By the way that he come, by the same shall he return, and he shall not come into this city, says the Lord. For I will defend the city to save it, for my own sake and for my servant David's sake. And then the angel of the Lord went out and killed the camp of the Assyrians, 185,000. And when people arose early in the morning, there were the corpse, and they were all dead. And so the Sennacherib, king of Assyria, departed and went away and returned home and remained at Nineveh. Now it came to pass, as he was worshipping in the house of Nisroch, his god, that his son Adammelech and Sharezer struck him down with the sword, and they escaped into the land of Ararat. And then Ereshadon, his son, reigned place.